At Massey Park in Papakura, but we still have plenty of action for you, including the men's 5,000 metres on the track. Let's join our commentary team, John Davies and Brendan Telfer.
Coming up to the 200-metre mark with approximately 4.5 laps to go, about 1,800 metres left. And there, number 859, the best performed 5,000-metre runner in New Zealand over the last 18 months, Jonathon Wyatt. And just in behind him there is Robbie Johnston. Phil Clode unfortunately pulled out after a couple of laps, and also dropping off the pace was Richard Potts, who was doing a lot of the donkey work in the early laps. There's Jonathon Wyatt, and in the glasses, the dark glasses, Robbie Johnston coming into the home straight. The lights are on here at Massey Park in Papakura. It's a wonderful evening here. The sun is gone. Perfect conditions here for running. Feels like we're at a European track meeting, John.
It certainly does. It's a wonderful atmosphere with the crowd, and Jonathon Wyatt leading this race and doing a great job. This is Vladimir Pronin in the blue and red from Russia. Jason Cameron from Canterbury right on his shoulder. There's Richard Potts struggling a moment at 6th place.
So the field again spread far and wide here because they're on this 13:30 pace, and most of these fellas. There's Kerry Roger, the bald head of Kerry Roger, who ran so well at the Commonwealth Games in this event 5 years ago, just become a proud father a couple of weeks ago. And there's Jonathon Wyatt, who ran very fine personal best at the Commonwealth Games in Canada in 1994, a time of 13:33, and that is the fastest time that has been run by a New Zealander since the middle of 1994.
3 laps to go. Well, Peter, the way I see it right now is that
these two well and truly clear, John.
Now, anybody that remembers the fine form of Jonathon Wyatt at the Commonwealth Games will remember him running just like this. His personal best is 13:33. He's on that pace. Robbie Johnston has run 13:25. So he's having a bit of a cruise at the moment. They're in 2nd place.
This is a pretty smart race here from Johnston, because you'd imagine over the last couple of laps that he'd have a little more pace than Jonathon Wyatt.
That's true, John. Robbie Johnston is an ex-1500-metre runner and a national champion at that distance. And Jonathon Wyatt is quite a slug by comparison over the shorter distance. But he's a wonderful 5,000-metre runner, and he has strength. He's a cross-country runner. He's been a national junior cross-country champion. He's really a tough runner, Jonathon Wyatt.
For Robbie Johnston as he makes his move about 400 metres from home. Well, Robbie Johnston, it would be fair to say, doesn't like running in the heat, but on this nice cool evening, which it is now here in Auckland, he's absolutely relishing these conditions as he makes his way down the back straight. As we expected, the basic speed of Robbie Johnston should carry him to victory from this point.
Jonathon Wyatt is giving nothing away. He's chasing hard for a good time, but you can see the hurt in Robbie Johnston's face. He knows how to push himself. He's a tough customer.
The Olympic standard here for the 5,000 metres for New Zealand athletes is 13:29. They won't go under that, but they won't be too far away from it. Robbie Johnston quickly puts 30 metres on Jonathon Wyatt, and Richard Potts has moved into 3rd place ahead of Pronin the Russian. Number 861 stepping out as the ethics maintain that he should do for Robbie Johnston as he lifts his rate, sprinting home hard and fast. Robbie Johnston, very good performance here from him. 13:37, fastest time by a New Zealander for 18 months, and Jonathon Wyatt just outside the time he ran at the Commonwealth Games in Victoria in 1994. He comes home in 2nd place, and the crowd applauding Richard Potts, who will take 3rd place in this 5,000 metres. 13:37.46 was the official time for Robbie Johnston. Jonathon Wyatt in 2nd place, and Richard Potts 3rd.
Well, that's just about